What's up, Jamie? That's me here. Let's go ahead and get into growing up hip hop. So Angela done walked into her dad's house because they about to do this little family thing where they about to make a pizza or whatever, right? JoJo comes with his fiance, Vanessa shows up. JoJo is really enjoying the moment of being with his family, and he actually wants to have a big family. He says that's something that he and his girl need to have a conversation about to make sure they're on the same page. So JoJo steps outside to have a conversation with his dad, lets him know that, you know, he kind of wants him to play basketball with him so that he can get some advice from him, so they can do like a father and son activity, while he also gets advice from his dad regarding, you know, wedding, marriage, all that other good stuff, right? So meanwhile, you have Vanessa, Angela, and you have Tanise that are in the house. Tanise is JoJo's fiance. And so Vanessa asked her about the wedding. How's everything going? Have they decided on a location and things like that? She said they're going to do New York because it's kind of last minute or whatever. They want to make sure it's convenient for everybody. In addition to that, she's thinking about her colors. JoJo is giving his input. She's kind of surprised because she didn't think that a man would want to be involved, but if that's what he wants to do, she's okay with that. Vanessa really wants to be a bridesmaid, but she's not going to mention it. But if she's all asked to be one, she would definitely love to be a part of that. Tanise begins to ask Angela about the festivities that took place at the event. And Angela's like, girl, what event are you talking about? Girl, I'm talking about Romeo's event. She's like, girl, who is Romeo, honey? I don't know him. Okay, he whom shall not be named. Okay, who is that man? Sorry to that man because I don't know him. And so Angela, of course, it was a trigger for her because she begins to talk about, like, why would I even want to be cool with him? I'm not bringing him up anymore. I'm not going to discuss him anymore. What he did was foul for him to be, like, having an issue with me, and I don't even know what the issue is, and you want to be pressed about how I move and how I live my life, and you ain't my man. Like, that's whack, but I don't want to talk about it no more. I think we need to dead this conversation because my dad going to walk in at any moment, and I don't even want him to get a whiff of anything that we talking about. And, of course, her dad walk in, and they whispering, and he kind of like, what y'all whispering about? Okay, so y'all going to get quiet when I come in the room? Oh, okay, so that's what we doing. Okay, no, I see y'all. We see each other. Okay. TT goes to catch up with Pepper. She sits down, have a conversation with Pepper to see what's been going on. She tells her about, TT tells Pepper about the whole situation with Romeo, right? And Pepper's kind of like, so you mean to tell me he has an issue with Angela living her best life? Really? Seriously? He needs to go on with all that mess. So TT proceeds to tell her how Romeo has unfollowed everybody, and Pepper's like, girl, he unfollowed y'all. Okay, he ain't unfollowed me. She said, well, girl, let me show you on your phone that he is not following you, honey. So she showed her on the phone that he's not following her. She said, okay, girl, that's cute or whatever. Let's move on. It is what it is. Let me tell you about something, okay? When it comes to Egypt and Sam, because that's what I really called you over here for, I want you to know that we need to leave them alone, okay? That's family. That's gonna be family. It is what it is, okay? I really want you to spend some time finding your own man, finding you a man that you can keep, somebody that you can bring on the show yourself. Okay, girl, I want you to stop allowing my daughter's storyline to be yours, is what I want you to do. So I really think that you need to back it up and just give them some breathing room, because I think that you're just doing too much. Okay, are we here? Are we clear? Okay. And TT like, girl, I mean, we clear. I mean, I support Egypt. She said, no, you mean Egypt and Sam. Well, girl, by me supporting Egypt, I am supporting Sam. So don't ask me to do nothing further, okay? It stops at Egypt, okay? Now you stretching it just a little bit. I need you to slow down. Okay, girl? So, all right. Tanise and JoJo catch up because they're about to have an anniversary massage. So they're in there getting their massage on, reminiscing about when they met, where they met, you know, having a whole baby. And he's like, I'm glad you mentioned baby because now I want another one. She's like, well, pump your brakes a little bit, okay? Because you're moving too quick for me, all right? I have dedicated a lot of time, actually, the past 3 years being a mother to the daughter that we already have. And I don't think I'm in that place mentally or physically to have another child, okay? Actually, I don't even think I want another one at all. So he's pressed about it. You know, she sends the people out of the room and she's just like, you know, you do too much. And he's like, how am I doing too much? This is a beautiful moment. It makes me think about love. And in addition to love, it makes me think about expanding my family. Those are things that I want. And she's like, yeah, I hear you, but you don't understand what all it takes for me, what all I have to go through. You know, I need to start sending you a list of things so that you can get it and it can connect for you, because on the outside, you think how amazing it is because your body doesn't have to transform itself or do all these changes or whatnot, okay? And I don't think he really gets what she went through. So she talks about how her heart rate dropped, her child's heart rate dropped. You know, the pregnancy began to be a threat to her, so she had to do an emergency C-section. He doesn't really understand that. He don't get that at all. And I really need him to connect with that for some reason. You know, I really need him to understand that. And just because she's saying no now, I mean, that is something they need to talk about, because the answer could never change. And then the answer could change in 3 years, you know. I feel like they need to talk to her dad about it. And, I mean, they probably need to talk to somebody else outside of, you know, his dad regarding it. So, I don't know. And he do need to, I think they probably already got married, but he really do need to make the decision. Like, they need to talk about that. Like, I get it, you know, some people want big families, but actually Denise is content. She's like, we got our baby girl, you know, I'm happy. At least I know I had one child. I'm trying to go out here and live my best life. I'm trying to gain back the years that I've already lost, okay? I ain't trying to be down here stuck to the bed because I keep having your babies because that's what you want. No, ma'am. So hopefully they get all that resolved. They can figure that out and move forward, honey. So and Brianna. So this is her new man. So Brianna at the house, she cooking for him and all that good stuff. Then she explains to him, like, you know, I told you I caught up with Angela. I invited her out for some tea. So we're going to go have tea, okay? I wish that she would have got to know my personality before she just jumped the gun and created whatever thought she had about me. But since she didn't, it is what it is. And I'm going to hit up Twist because I really like Twist. He's the best person to have around when you're arguing with somebody. And he is comical. He is funny. He don't be about that drama. He just be trying to have a copacetic, just like a high life. It is so funny to me. But she hits up Twist, want Twist to come. Twist says, sure thing, I'll be there. That's not a problem. So Twist is gonna accompany her, and I think Twist was a good choice. TT and Egypt catch up with each other. They get some cute little facials and stuff like that. And TT asked her, you know, like, girl, what's going on? She was like, girl, you know, just out here grinding. And she like, girl, what are you grinding for? Well, listen, I've been going through a lot of stuff. I've been kind of depressed or whatnot. And the only person that's really been able to be there for me is Sam, you know. But I just, you know, I want to do so much. I want us to be rock stars and all this other stuff she started talking about. TT like, well, girl, he need to get a job first. Okay, don't he? Girl, I'm hearing that he got a negative $300 in his account. Like, I'm hearing a lot of stuff. Girl, are you sure this is the road you want to go down? And of course, Egypt was definitely defending Sam, you know, having his back. She's like, girl, we could get a Postmates job all day. Nobody's looking down on that. We could get a regular job if we want to. But in addition to that, girl, we trying to be out here and be icons, honey. Okay, that's what we want to do. We want to be icons. And TT is not here for it. She's not listening to it. Once again, Egypt is trying to take her for a man. She keeps talking about Sam more than she talks about herself. She's mentioned the things that she wants to do in life and how successful she wants to be and being in movies and doing music and doing all this wonderful stuff. But yet, when she's next to Sam or when she's next to TT talking about Sam, she keeps pushing up Sam. You know, you guys just got to believe in him. Like, really go and see his show and really da-da-da-da. And it makes me feel like she has a lot of a lack of belief within herself, that she promotes him more than she promotes herself. I don't think that really is a Sam thing. I feel like that's more of an Egypt thing. I think she just lacks that with herself in general. And maybe he just doesn't help or contribute to that. And I think that she's waiting for him to make it. And maybe he got her mind like that. She's waiting for him to make it in order for her to make it, you know. So that's what she's been thinking. As far as him not having a job, it would be nice if you do go and get one, okay? And it's not her fault that her mama didn't want to sit up there and pay all the bills and take care of everything. That's Pepper's fault. Pepper know how to just draw the line and be like, I'm not taking care of this, I'm not taking care of that. Parents do it all the time. People also go out there and pursue their dreams all the time. Not everybody is going out there getting a regular job and doing, you know, Postmates or whatever the hell they trying to do. You know, they don't. They just grind it out however they grind it out, sleep on somebody's couch, sleep in their car, whatever they got to do to make it to the next level. Those are the choices that they make. But when you're talking about marrying each other, that's a bit interesting, okay? And I do think that it's sad if Sam does not have a job, because at the end of the day, you have 2 children. So you need to be able to provide for them some kind of way. Even if it's not an Egypt thing and being able to provide for your wife, you need to have some type of stable income coming in for your children. You still can do what you want to do. Be an Uber driver, be an Uber Eats, figure out how you're going, you know, you got the studio at the house, like she said, do the work at the house or whatever it is you got to do, but also be able to send that money back to the kids' mamas and take care of them. And Egypt's like, well, you know, he's not a deadbeat father or anything. Yeah, but that doesn't mean that he's a great father either. Just because he's not on child support or stuff like that, he may hit the kids up and talk to them, and it's great. But also, hopefully, he can provide some type of financial help to the kids as well as the emotional support that he gives to the children. So that's going to be interesting to see. But all in all, I don't like TT prying into their relationship. At the end of the day, I don't care how many jobs he got, how many jobs he don't got, or whatever. I feel like that's that girl's relationship. You ain't gonna want nobody coming in talking to you about your relationship. Matter of fact, go find you a man and bring your man on the show and let us see what the tea is going on over there. Okay, But you've been all up in this girl business. Like I said last time, if her parents ain't worried about it, why are you? Okay, I'm gonna need you to slow down. If she gonna make the poor decisions, let her make them poor decisions at the age that she at, so that she can look back and see what it is that's wrong. Cause you way older than her, and you still ain't got your stuff together. So, girl, it's okay. It's okay. You know, a lot of us ain't got it together, girl. But you just need to back up off her business and go find your own. And that's just it. Okay? Boogie meets up with Twist and Brianna, right? So as soon as they sit down, he asked them, are y'all going to Sam's performance? Brianna started laughing. She's like, honey, what performance are you talking about? Well, he gonna be performing, you know, over there at XYZ. And when he performed, guess what else he gonna be doing? He went and he bought a ring from the pawn shop so that he could propose to Egypt. I felt the way about that scene. Of course, they started kind of, you know, Boogie, he feeding the messenger, or what he's being the messenger. He's feeding the information. And he just really retaining in everything. But I just kind of feel like that was messy in a bit. Like, he brought you along with him because he thought highly enough of you to be a part of the process of what he's trying to do. And then you go and you throw this information and throw shade on this man by telling other people the story. Okay, I just felt the way about it. I did not like that Boogie had to be the person to deliver that information. It just really bothered me. But as far as Brianna was pissed. She was like, he cannot marry her. He's not going to be welcome to the family. I'm like, Brianna, honey, you're barely welcome to the family. So I don't know what you're talking about, sweetheart. But she's like, he's going to have to show me some bank statements. I'm going to have to see some information to show that he can really take care of her. Not only her, but the kids that he do got. I cannot argue with you on that, girl. Okay? Are you going to be able to support those kids? And if you happen to get Egypt pregnant, are you going to be able to support that too? Okay? So he going to have to figure some things out. All right? It's never easy to go out here and try to make your dreams happen, and then you got to sit up here and work a job that you don't really like, and then after a while you probably get lost in the trends and you so focused on making the money to provide that you lose sight of your dream. So I'm not gonna like fully fault Sam on that or Egypt on that, because if you got a parent out here that's willing to pay the money, go ahead. Cause I tell you right now, and my mom and them was over here paying for my house. Let me tell you something, baby. You think honey, what? I'm gonna be a bum to the dumb. Period. Okay? Straight bum. Okay? Living off my parents, going over here and trying to, you know, make some other stuff happen of what I would want to make happen. Okay? So if her mama gonna pay for it, let her mama pay for it. Alright? And paying for both of them to be there. So I don't understand. Everybody ain't gotta do what y'all think they should be doing. Go get a job, go do this, go do that. They don't have to. But when it comes to you having to have dependents, like children that's depending on you, I feel like that is a bit different. You know, we ain't telling you to go out here and get a $100,000, $200,000 job, whatever, but we are telling you to go out there and get something so that you can be some form of financial support to these children. So I get it in that sense, but okay. Dash and Rocky are at the store, walking around talking, you know, they about to have this baby or whatnot. Rocky wants to have everybody at the house, including Tallulah, Ava. She wants it back how it used to be because they got this big old house. She about to have this baby. She would love to have help. And, you know, just to have the siblings be around each other so that they can have a better bond, right? Well, Dame is in a tough spot because the daughter done filed a declaration or whatnot against him when he wanted to get Tallulah or have some type of custody or to see his daughter. Ava pretty much went and she wrote a declaration, you know what I'm saying, debunking his claims, like, no ma'am, he can't, that's not what we doing over here, okay? So Ava messed all of that up, and he's not understanding because he feels like, well, dang, what I do every time y'all try to come to me with some information and I give y'all constructive criticism, then I'm the problem. Yeah, it's one thing to give constructive criticism, but it's also about your delivery as well. And I would hate to be a child of Dame Dash because it seems like nothing you do is ever good enough, as if he's so perfect, as if the decisions that he's made is so awesome, considering the fact that I think he's being sued currently. There's a lawsuit on the table for some alleged sexual assaults or some stuff that's going on. So, sir, you've messed up plenty of businesses. So, I could, like, you can't tell me nothing. All right? Okay, you done got kids by multiple women and doing this and that. Sir, listen, you can't tell me nothing. Okay? You supposed to be up there with Jay-Z, but you over here. So, sir, you can't tell me nothing. So JoJo and Reb, you know, they go catch up with each other. They playing basketball or whatnot. And then JoJo pretty much lets him know, like, I want you to officiate the wedding. The dad is kind of surprised. Reb Run is like, yeah, of course I do. He said, in addition to that, now, I want to see if you can also be our marriage counselor because we got some things that we need to work out. You know, same old growing pains or whatever struggles that, you know, all relationships go through. But I know it'll help us. So since you're going to do the officiating of the wedding, then why not? So the daddy was all here for it. He told him he was proud of him to see where he was was and where he is as a man and where he's going, it really makes him proud, and he's happy that JoJo is actually going to be the first one to get married, because I think he feels like that's going to ground JoJo even more, and he won't have to worry about JoJo, but he never had to worry about Angie and Vanessa, but now I think that makes him feel like he really doesn't have to worry about his son. So good luck. Twist, So and Brianna are all in the car, right? So as they're talking, you know, because they're headed to meet Angela, and they're talking, and Twist is just telling her to have an open mind, and Brianna's like, I always have an open mind, you know, and if she had an open mind, she would have knew my personality instead of, you know, assuming certain things about me. And it's like, okay, Brianna, I hear you, but you can't expect everybody to assume how you are when you first meet them. You can't just be talking to people all wild and crazy and doing all this extra stuff, because people are not going to receive it well. You know yourself more than anybody, so you should know how you should and should not come off to people. And that's just how I feel about it. So if Ange felt the way about how you was coming at her, I feel like she had every right. Okay, if she knew me, she would know. But then she did not know you, and you knew that she did not know you. So what are you talking about? So go in there with an open mind. So Twist tells her don't go in there with no BS. But we also not finna run from no BS if that's what's really going down. But he is having faith in the overall situation. He feels like when they leave, they're going to be best of friends. I think that it's going to be a better situation. I think they're going to be cool. I don't think they're going to be buddy-buddy and be tight, but I think they're going to be at a much better place with being cordial and stuff. So hopefully their relationship grows. All right? So Boogie and Ava, he catches up with his sister Ava, and she's on a modeling shoot or whatnot. So they sit down and kind of catch up with each other. She just recently did swim week or whatnot. And he said he's looking to open up a rehab. And a lot of people have been asking him, like, why are you not doing it with your dad? And he said, absolutely not. Because if I do it with my father going to think that he owns some stuff. And I'm here for Boogie to do that. So I hope that really works out. So go and do your thing on that. They bring up the conversation about the dad and the deposition. Boogie's like, I don't even know what a deposition is, honey. What is that? So she said, it's a statement that I wrote, you know, to the judge regarding how my father treats me and how I don't think that he should get any form of custody with my sister, because I'm afraid that she's going to suffer the same things that I had to go through with my father. And she's like, she hasn't talked to her dad. She texted him Happy Father's Day. He hasn't said anything. And I'm kind of like, well, was that before or after you wrote the deposition? Okay, because he probably was still upset and mad. Okay, so don't expect him to really say too much, because I mean, he's probably pissed off with you at this point. But, I mean, it was just, I don't know what's going on with their overall situation. That's been y'all father. You was just on the show last season, and I thought that y'all had a really good relationship, but I guess not, child. I guess not. She gets emotional and starts crying after Boogie recalls a story about how he was with his mom, then he got sent to his dad, and one day turned into a week, then turned into a year, and he was upset. He cried about it and stuff, and she cried, and she just felt like she didn't want her sister to have to go through that, because she feels like she doesn't have a dad. And Boogie is just like, no, you definitely have a dad, you know, but hopefully we all can get to a better place, and, you know, I'm gonna ride with you, and we're gonna figure this thing out or whatever. So she says she just wants to stand up to him. Well, I felt like she could have stood up to her dad without writing a deposition. You know what I'm saying? The same things you wrote down, you should have been able to probably write down in a letter and send to him and go off on him. Or call him on the phone, and whatever you needed to do. I don't feel like it needed to get that far to her write a deposition, okay, to prevent her other sister, you robbing her of an experience based on how you feel. And I just feel like that's unfair. That's just me. That's unfair. How he is with y'all two may not necessarily be how he is with that little girl, in addition to the child that he's about to bring into the world. But I understand your experience and how you felt, but I don't feel like you should have wrote that deposition, like, against your father. I think that was kind of messed up, you know, but okay. So Egypt goes home, and she's talking to Sam. He over there, you know, boxing or whatever he doing. She catches him up on how the meeting went with TT, and how TT was pretty much a hater, you know, and talked about how he needs to get a job, how he needs to fix this, how he needs to fix that. So it was a lot of talking in that. The moral of the story and the conclusion is that Sam feels as though TT wants to be Egypt so bad. And Egypt kind of agreed to that, because Egypt was like, you know what? She'll never agree to that. She'll never admit that at all. So I'm like, TT, Egypt, have you thought about that as well? Have you felt that way too? Because you sure agreeing with it right now, but saying that TT will never admit to that. Then he even goes as far as to say that, you know, sometimes a person don't like you because they want, you know, what they can't have and all this other stuff. And I'm just kind of like, but that doesn't mean that applies to you. Then he brings up the fact that she's been too touchy and feely and she's done this and that, and your mom has to check her on it when it comes to Sam. She's been touchy feely with Sam, being too close to him, being in his face. The mama has noticed that, and she's checked her on it. So I can understand why he may think that. I don't really believe it myself, but when you line it up like that, I mean, whatever fits his narrative, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think that's what it is. I can see TT, I don't think she wants him, but I can see TT just not being happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, this girl, this young, she about to get married. I ain't even got no man yet at the age, and I'm in, I mean, I can see that being possible, but I don't know if she specifically wants you, Sam. But, I mean, okay, you know, so that's where the story pretty much goes off. Next episode, we're gonna see Brianna have a sit down with Angela. We'll see how that goes, and hopefully we'll go ahead and get to this whole event that's gonna go down where Sam is supposed to propose to Egypt. So hopefully we can move past all the talks around it and actually see it happen. But that's all I got. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. When you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell, share my videos, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Bye.